Did you wear green to match my jungle theme?
Yes. 1 2 1 2. But yeah. What about you, Juju?
This is not about me.
What do you mean it's not?
No.
That's the mind talking, right? But my heart wasn't there.
Hello, we are back again with another episode of Juju's Jungle. Today I have a great friend with me. He is hardworking, he is handsome, and he is my favorite sativa diva, Teddy.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Hi, Teddy.
Hello,
Introduce
Juju.
yourself.
Yeah, I'm Teddy. I'm from France. I live in Los Angeles now. I do nightlife for a living, which is fun. I meet a lot of people. I party a lot. I travel. I like to work out, be healthy. That's me, yeah.
And we're going to talk about all of that today. I'm very excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Let's start with young Teddy.
Young Teddy.
So you were born in Paris?
Mm-hmm.
Paris.
Yeah.
Tell me about that. What was that like?
I'm not from like a super rich, wealthy family,
Okay.
but I had everything that I needed growing up, but always wanted more for myself. I wanted to travel, I wanted to make money, I wanted to be successful, I wanted to meet people from all over the world. Like, I always wanted way, way more for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've never been to Paris. Did you grow up like in the city? Is it like neighborhoody? What was like?
Both.
So where did you grow up?
I grew up like in the city, and in the suburb too. So
Okay.
like pretty much all around Paris. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm really like from Paris. Like the inside and the outside. I know it all.
Cool.
So yeah, it was fun. Like Paris is a big city. It's moving. There's a lot of things to do. So yeah, it's entertaining. I love Paris.
So what did you do as a kid? Like, you go to school. Did you walk to school? You rode a bus? Tell
It
me.
depends because as I moved from different cities, had different school experiences. Sometimes
Okay.
I had to work because I wasn't too far. When I went to high school, I had to take the bus a little bit further. I had this high school time. That was fun and weird at the same time. So many fights.
Really?
I got into so many fights.
You were a
Yeah.
fighter? No way.
Yeah.
Fighting about what?
Yeah, it's just like the way we were raised. Like we were fighting. That's it. Against each other. Yeah, that was crazy.
Over nothing?
I don't
Or
even
just stupid
remember.
things?
Stupid things. Yeah, stupid things for sure.
Why fighting? Like, was it like the men fought because it was cool, or was it like just a rough area?
I feel a little bit rough, probably. Yeah, maybe you have to protect yourself, especially as a guy. You have to know how to defend yourself and the people around you. And I guess we had to learn that skill super early in our lives.
Interesting. I can't picture you in a fight. That seems so funny to me.
Yeah, I'm calm now.
Very
Like,
calm.
We grew up,
Yeah.
Now we don't want, we have nice clothes. We don't want to fuck them up.
That's
the whole
hilarious.
thing. That's the whole
Only
thing.
because the clothes are nice.
Yeah, only because the clothes are nice. Yeah.
So were you winning the fights?
Yeah, I never got fucked up, thank God. So far so good, but I got scared sometimes. Yeah. Oh yeah.
And was it like,
That's some weird stories.
I don't know why I'm asking. Tell me.
Yeah.
Tell me a story.
Some weird stories. Oh my God. I remember that day. I was in high school. I was maybe 16 or something like that. And there's this guy coming up to me. I don't even know who he is. And he's like, yeah, motherfucker, you son of a bitch. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to fuck you up. I'm like, who are you? And he's like, yeah, I heard like you talking behind my back. I'm like, I don't even know who you are. And he's like, Saturday after school, I'm going to get you. And we're on the Monday. I remember this my entire life. And the thing is, like, why he wanted to wait on the Saturday is because Saturday after school, all the kids that were not in the high school, but we were living in the same city, were coming in front of the school just to hang out and to, like, chase on girls. Because the high school was a good high school,
Okay.
but the neighborhood was fucked up.
So you hung out like in the high school parking lot?
No, it was just in front of the high school.
Okay.
And all these people from his neighborhood were coming to get the girls from my high school. Because they're from fucked up neighborhood. But there are people going to high school because it's high school, so you have to
So
study.
you were fucking with a girl he wanted, actually.
No, I don't know. I didn't even know him, so I don't know what he wanted from me. But the thing is, like, his city and my city, people from my city and people from his city were getting into a fight all the time. So I think it was more like city against city.
Yeah.
Are you from this city? So we're going to catch you.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, how am I going to get out from this? Because I know Saturday when I get out of school, everybody's going to come to fuck me up. Because it's not him against me. It's him and his people against me. You know what I mean?
Where was
all
your
my people from my cities, they were not going to this high school, most of them. Because it was good high school. Okay. So you had to be smart to get to this high school.
Oh, okay. So you had to like test into this school?
It's your grades. It's your grades. If you had good grades, you can get it.
So is it like a private school?
Not private school.
Okay.
But still.
Okay.
And then this Saturday, I don't know why, that was the Saturday before the holidays. Okay. I remember. And the teacher let her go maybe 20 minutes before the end of the class. I was like, hey, you was trying to save my life or something.
She heard. She must have been in the streets.
I'm going to die today. I'm going to die. Not him. I'm not scared of him. I know he's going to come with thousands of people around him. So I was like, okay. I started to leave the school and there's nobody there. Because they come like 20 minutes later. Yeah. It's not supposed to be over yet. And then I started walking towards my bus. Because I had to take the bus to go home. And I hear a guy saying, hey, Teddy, stop. I'm like, who are you? And he's like, yeah, I'm friends with the other guy. He called him by nickname, but I don't know this nickname. Okay. And I said, I don't know who he is. He's like, oh, this guy. I'm like, yeah, he wants to fight with me. And I'm like, yeah, he's coming, wait for him. I'm like, I'm not waiting. I'm walking. I get towards the bus. Right next to all the buses are waiting for us, for the students. And then at this point, everybody's there. Like, guy is there, everybody is there. I'm like, okay, Teddy, it happens to almost everyone once in their lives. They get fucked up, you're going to be dead today. It's a hard day. You have to go through this, you know. And I'm like, okay, this guy comes. And one another guy who comes too that I knew. And we hang out together. So it was a little bit like annoying. You're like, yeah, we hang out together all the time, and now
switching up.
Yeah. And this guy comes to me and said, like, Teddy, do you want to fight with him? And I'm like, I don't know him. And he's like asking the other guy, I think his name was Karim or something like that. He's like, do you want to fight with Teddy? He's like, I don't know. Like, in my mind, I'm like, why are you saying I don't know? You came up with this whole thing. And then this other guy's like, what, you pussy or what? His friend's telling him, like, you pussy or what? And then now he says yes. And then he starts coming towards me and I had a backpack. I take off my backpack as soon as I do like 1, 2, 3. I grab him like this, boom, boom, and boom. And then I start feeling people grabbing me like this. His friend's trying to grab me to fuck me up now, and boom, I run into the bus. And I was like, whew, thanks God, bro. Like, I was close to the bus. I ran into my bus. That's it. The bus driver said nobody comes in, and everybody of the school was outside now, like watching, taking videos because people taking recording and blah blah blah. I got lucky. This guy was fucked up. I fucked him up. Thank God. Yeah. And then that was the last day of school before vacation. So it was Saturday. Then we had 2 weeks vacation. And then when I came back to school after the vacation, I thought like they were coming back to me to revenge, Yeah. And nothing happened. I never seen any videos because it was all his friends and his people recording. Yeah. So they never I never seen any videos. I didn't have anything wrong. I got so good. That's I was hilarious. Like, him against me, I know. Yeah. I got you. You know, you're not gonna do anything to me. But you plus him. 20 guys, there's nothing I can do. You know? And I got lucky I was close to the bus.
That's awesome though, because you weren't a pussy because you still beat him up, which was the thing. But then you got yourself safe. You're like, I did the thing I needed to do. Now we're good.
They're like grabbing my
See
stuff.
You later.
Like, to kill me. They're about to kill me, all of them for sure. And there was the whole school watching. When there's a fight in high school, everybody's watching.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, everybody's chanting. It's ridiculous.
Entertaining as long as you're not in the fight.
Yeah.
But I knew how to fight. The only thing is like when there's 20 guys
Yeah.
and you're just by yourself,
You're fucked.
there's nothing you can do.
Yeah. You
But
keep saying Saturday. You go to school on Saturdays?
Saturday morning when you're in high school.
Really?
Just the
So
morning.
6 days a week.
Yeah, Wednesday morning only and Saturday only morning too.
Oh, interesting. That's random.
Yeah, 6 days a week, but 2 mornings.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have siblings?
Yeah.
How many?
One of each.
Older? Younger?
They're younger.
You're the oldest?
Yeah.
Do you think any of your fighting was like protecting younger siblings?
I had some. Oh yeah, I had some, but no, not always. Most of the time, it was just like the situation. Just we're young and crazy, you know.
Yeah.
That's it.
How much younger is your sister from you?
She's 8 years younger.
Oh, okay. That's a bit of a difference.
Mm-hmm.
So when was the first time you came to the U.S.?
2015. Yeah.
So how?
Like 8 years ago.
8 years ago.
Like almost 9.
Okay. That was the first time?
Mm-hmm.
What made you come?
It's a dream. It
Okay.
was all a dream. But that's true. Like, I just dreamed my entire life that one day I will live in the US. Like there is nothing else in my mind. I was
Why? Like what was the like perception of the US that you
I
come
think
to?
it's just like movies, songs, music, everything that you were seeing growing up and that was related to success was linked to the US in a way. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
The music or the best music was American movies. The music, the best movies were American movies. Everything the best was American. NBA team was American. Like all the Olympic games,
Yeah.
America was winning almost everything back at the time. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you grew up with this idea of like if you want to become someone and the American dream, gotta go to the US, you know.
Interesting.
Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, and then this and then that. No,
So what was the dream that you had that you wanted to make true in the US?
just becoming someone, you know, doing something of your life, having like a different environment, like a different life, just something different. You know?
Yeah.
I'm not saying France or Paris is bad,
Yeah.
because it's not. It's a really nice city, it's a really nice country. But when you want something different,
Yeah.
you know, it's just like this. I just wanted something different for myself.
Is there more opportunity here or just
Yeah.
different opportunity?
The way I was seeing it too is like, I mean, that's how I pictured it before I moved here. It's like in the US, it's a capitalist country, so they want you for your money or what you can bring to the table. If you can bring money to people, they will like you and respect you. They're not gonna look at your skin color. They're not gonna look at where you're from and what your name. That's what I started it by saying. That's why I thought, like growing
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Now when you move here, you
Yeah.
realize that it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Thanks God I'm French, so they don't really see me as a black, but black French.
Oh,
you
that's
know?
interesting.
So it's different still.
You think?
Yeah, I know.
How do you experience it differently?
Because they don't see me like American black people. They see me like a black French person. So it's completely different.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's really interesting too. But in France, it would be a little bit different probably.
What do you mean?
Like the way I grew up and I conditioned myself is like I understood like really early in my life that I'm black. And like it or not, life is not fair. Life is really unfair. You can be like a woman, you want not gonna have the same rights or the same things as a man.
Yeah.
You can be white, you cannot, or black, it's not gonna be the same, or Arabic or wherever, you know. It's not fair. It is if you're tall and handsome, life is maybe a little bit easier. That's if you're short and fat. I'm sorry for the short and fat.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yes.
Like, and as I understood like really early in my life that I was black and it would not be an advantage, I always said to myself, if you want that position, you have to be better than a white person with the same skills because they will take him or
Yeah.
her because he's white.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want this, you have to be better
Yeah.
in order to get to that position.
Yeah.
So this is how I condition myself to strive for better.
Yeah.
Yeah, learn a different language, you know. Because in France, not that many people speak English.
Really?
No, we learn English at school, but we're not good. We're better with
Really?
Italian, Spanish, because those are Latin languages.
Yeah.
You know, English is harder for us to learn.
Because the language makes no sense.
It's just harder.
Yeah.
Just
Our
harder.
grammar is just made up,
the
if you ask
grammar
me.
is like quite different from the French one.
How many languages do you speak?
2.5, I would say.
What's the half? Spanish?
Spanish and Creole a little bit too. Creole I understood completely.
What's that?
Creole is from the Caribbean.
Creole? Creole.
Yeah.
What do you Creole?
Creole.
Creole.
Yeah, it's from the Caribbean.
Is that where you're from?
Yeah, my mom, and my dad too, actually.
Cool. Were they born there?
No. Yeah. But the thing is, like, my mom is from Guadeloupe, which is a French island.
Okay.
It's like Hawaii from the US.
Gotcha.
It's not part of the country itself.
Was it always French, or did the French take it from them?
It was French, but it's been French for many years, like centuries ago.
Gotcha.
So a long time ago.
Interesting. And so that's part of France?
Yeah.
That island? Oh, okay, so she didn't like have to go get citizenship or anything.
No.
She already had it.
No, yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, but she was born in Ireland and she came to Paris when she was like 16 or something.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so you come and visit the U.S. for the first time.
Yeah.
Did you go to L.A., New York? What was
I landed in LA. I spent a couple of days and I went to San Diego.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I was in English school.
Tell me more.
To get the TOEFL.
To get what?
The TOEFL is an English test.
Okay.
To get to university.
Okay.
You have to take it. Yeah.
You went to school here or back in France?
Both.
Oh, tell me more.
I had like 2 master's degrees in France. I did a business school in France.
You have 2 masters? What?
You didn't know?
Have you told me that? Why would I know that?
I don't know. Yeah, I studied international trade in Paris.
Whoa. Mm-hmm. That's cool. And what was the second one? You said business?
Finance and marketing.
Whoa. And then you came here, took an English class.
And then I went to UCLA for 2 years.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, where I studied finance and marketing.
Dang. Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. And is that how you got citizenship?
No.
Tell me about it.
I don't have the citizenship yet.
You don't?
I have my green card for now.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know you at all.
Yeah, you see? This
is what this is for.
That's
exactly. Okay. So were you able to stay here for school? Was that like the initial visa you had?
Yeah.
Okay. And after your school ends, how does the visa process work? Like if you want to stay?
I did like a working visa.
Okay. And that's what you've had since?
Mm-hmm.
And how long do those last?
It's last for a year.
A year?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to renew it every single year?
No, I opened an event company.
Okay. Oh, so if you own a business, I know nothing. Help me learn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you own a business, you're able to stay.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's still technically a work visa?
No, now I have the green card now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Green cards are different than visas.
Yeah. The green card is like a resident.
Okay.
But you're not a citizen. So you're allowed to stay.
Okay.
And to live and to travel. Mm-hmm. But you're not American.
Okay.
Citizenship.
You you have to pay taxes.
Yeah, you pay taxes.
Okay.
You can vote.
Okay.
Basically.
Do you have like a social security number?
Of course.
Okay. That's the main differences between like visa and green card?
Yeah.
Ish?
No, a visa you can have a social security number too.
Really?
It depends what kind of visa you have. If you have a student visa, probably not.
Okay.
But if you have a working visa or internship visa or like, I don't know all the different type of visas, but it depends what kind of visa you have.
Yeah. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you have a green card. That's basically like for forever though.
For 10 years.
10 years. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
And you said you opened an event company?
Mm-hmm.
When was this? What year?
2017, I think.
2017?
Mm-hmm.
Were you already working in nightlife?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I did it, because I was doing the nightlife.
Yeah. Makes sense. Mm-hmm. Were you working in nightlife in Paris before you came here?
I was studying, no.
Okay. So you didn't work while you went to school?
No. I was working in the corporate.
What do you mean?
Corporate. Like.
Oh, okay. Like working in businesses towards your degree.
Epson. You know Epson?
Mm-mm.
It's a company. Big company.
Oh, Epson like appliances? What do they make?
Yeah. Printers.
Oh, yeah. I got me an Epson printer.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah,
cool.
I used to work for them.
Okay. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
You come to the U.S., you go to school. How did you get into the nightlife scene?
I got into the nightlife. So remember I told you I used to live in San Diego, right?
Okay.
And when I moved to San Diego, I knew kind of some people there.
Okay.
And we hang out together all the time. From France. I knew them from France. And when I came back to France between San Diego and LA for 5 months, I started like thinking about my experience in San Diego. And I was like, you went to a different country to hang out with people you already knew. What the point? Like French people you already know.
Yeah.
Like you could have stayed home. That would be exactly the same thing. I was really disappointed in myself. I was really upset. And I promised to myself, when I go back to LA, I'm not going to do this again. I'm going to hang out only with people I don't know. Okay. So when I moved to LA, I knew few people from my school in Paris. And no, I didn't hang out with them. I was doing a lot of pre-parties at my place. Okay. With my roommates, with friends. I was invited everybody. Like I meet someone at school. I'm like, hey, I'm doing this weekend. Then we're gonna go out. You want to come? So you just threw parties at your house? Yeah. Okay. That's really how I started because I wanted to meet people. Yeah. I didn't want to do the same thing as San Diego. And back at the time when I moved to LA, there was this thing called party bus. Okay. So basically, how it used to work, they used to pick us up from Westwood because we were going to school at UCLA, so we're all living around Westwood. You guys used to pay $30, ladies $20, and it was taking us from Westwood to the club in Hollywood or West Hollywood. Okay. We had drinks in the bus, drink at the club. We had like a table. Okay. And then the bus were taking us back to Westwood. That's a pretty good deal. That was super cool, right? Yeah. And there was no social media back then. Yeah. It was 8 years ago. So there was not Instagram like now. You know, Instagram was just you post pictures and nobody cares. It was more Facebook. So it was really cool. So I was doing a lot of pre-parties at my place. Everybody comes. And then we were going to the bus and to the club. So I started knowing like a lot of people because the first time like you come maybe with one of your friends, then your friends bring someone and then you bring someone else. And we ended up being like 50 people every weekend, like going to my place and then going to the club and blah, blah, blah. Amazing. And one day, one guy that I knew told me, oh, Teddy, I know you have a lot of people around you, blah, blah, blah. There's this club opening in Hollywood. Would you like to come with a couple of your friends? And I was like, okay, yeah, fun. Like, we're going to have drinks. Like, he's inviting me. Like, I'm so happy. You know, it's new for me. There's nothing like this back in Paris, back at the time. And then we get there. And then it was like 4 guys, me and 3 guys, and 7 girls, you know. We get in front of the door, and the guys look at me and it's like, no. That was not what you were supposed to do. I'm like, what do you mean no? I'm like, what do you mean no? He's like, you've never been to a club before? He tells me this in front of all my people. Like, you've never been to a club before. I got so angry, you know. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, of course I've been to a club before. He's like, there's too many guys. I tell him, like, I have girlfriends coming. And we're the first one. The first one. He looks at me. He looks at the girl, like, who was at the door with him. He looks at us again. They're like, okay, come in. We get inside the club. 2 minutes later, I have a group of 7 girls coming. I go outside to get them. We come inside. 5 minutes later, 5 girls. Then 4, then 3. That's literally promoting. Yeah. I didn't know. That was just my friend. I was just having fun. I didn't even know that was promoting. Yeah. I was just having fun with my friend. And girls, you know, they're always late. Yeah. So, of course, they came late. And guys, they come on time. Some girls. Yeah, some girls. Excuse me. Not all of them, but most of them. Yeah. At that time, maybe they got better now. But at that time, yeah. And when I go outside to get the last group of girls, this guy from the beginning stopped me. He's like, are you a promoter? I'm like, what do you want? Like you and me, we're not friends. Already, like, we're not don't friends. Fuck with you. Like, don't talk to me. He's like, yeah, I see you're bringing a lot of people. I work for a hospitality group, blah, blah, blah. We work with that many venues. I think you could be a good fit for our company, blah, 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 blah. And I was student. I didn't have money. I was like, yeah, it's this way to make money. Like, why not?
Yeah.
If you can pay me to do exactly the same thing,
You're gonna pay me
I
to party?
do it like free just to have fun.
Yeah.
Like, let's do it.
Yeah.
So the day after, I had a meeting with him and his partners,
Mm-hmm.
and this is how everything started.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you still talk to those people?
I saw him like maybe 2 months ago. This guy.
Wild.
Yeah. It was like after 7 years, something, or 8 years. And
That's
like,
crazy.
damn.
So you've been promoting. What is it? Promoting? Hosting?
Yeah,
what do you
can
call
it
yourself?
whatever you want.
So 8 years? Is that what you said?
Yeah, but like first year was maybe 1 day a week.
Mm-hmm.
You know, second year twice a week.
Yeah.
I've been doing it like a lot since COVID, but before that it was way less.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And now you just run the shit.
Now I have fun.
You run it.
I have fun. Yeah.
Teddy's being modest. He has the best tables at the clubs. If you're going out, I really wouldn't waste your time going out with anybody else.
Thank you. Yeah, you should come. We're gonna have fun for sure. Yeah.
Do you have any good... What's like the wildest thing you've seen at the club? Bad or in a good way, in a bad way? What's like some wild? I feel like maybe because of social media, it's less.
Yeah.
Is it like, are the clubs less wild than they used to be?
Yeah, for sure. Like maybe sexual behavior. That's the wildest
Yeah.
that I've seen at the club. Definitely.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
What is something for maybe like both on the women's side and the male side that would get somebody barred from your table? Like not allowed to ever come back?
Disrespect.
Disrespect?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. If you're disrespectful, like, but
Yeah.
like we just want to like have fun, have a good time,
Mm-hmm.
be respectful, genuine to each other. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
If you're disrespectful, you don't belong here. Definitely not. Yeah.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why your table's always the best.
Yeah.
Because it's good energy.
Thank you.
Never like weirdos. I will say, like, as a woman, going out to the club can always be like, do I want to deal with a bunch of creepy people?
Yeah.
And when we first went to your guys' table, whenever it was the first time, we were like, oh my God, we're not getting like hit on by sleazy guys. Like, we're just here to party and have fun.
Exactly. That's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
I really want to make sure that especially the girls that go out with us, they feel safe.
Yeah.
Because it's not easy to go out to a club and a lot of things can happen.
Yeah.
So we're really like super vigilant to the people coming to the table to make sure like if they we have to make sure like it's a safe environment.
Yeah.
Like for the people going out with us, definitely, yeah.
It's amazing. We love it.
Mm-hmm. Still protecting.
We love it.
Yeah, we're protecting the people around us
Yeah.
for sure.
So you do this shit. Now you're at 6 days a week. You guys have events 6 days a week.
7 now.
7. That's what I meant. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because also you do so much during the days, I feel like, which we'll talk about.
Mm-hmm.
But last thing on nightlife, I feel like you don't drink a lot of the times you go out.
No.
How do you do it? Like, how do you deal with drunk people every night? How do you have the energy? How do you listen to the music? Like, how do you do it all sober?
Yeah. Like, I just do it. First of all, I love it. I love, like, talking to people. I love, like, meeting new people. I love to interact with people. That's something I love to do, you know. And it's a job. Like, it's my job. So imagine, like, that's what I do for a living. And
Yes.
I just, like, it
Yeah.
makes me smile just thinking
Yeah.
about it. That's
Yeah.
what I do for a living. It's just amazing. Of course, I get tired sometimes.
Yeah.
That's why I try to have, like, a really healthy life on the side, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because the nightlife takes a lot of energy,
Yeah.
definitely mental, physical. It's draining. It's really draining because people are really demanding.
Yeah.
They demand a lot from you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like babysitting adults almost,
Yeah.
which is cool sometimes
Yeah.
too, but sometimes
Yeah.
it can be tiring. Like,
Yeah,
even if you love your
100%.
kids,
Yeah.
if you do have
Yeah.
kids, you get tired sometimes.
100%.
And it's fun. Like, you have to take care of yourself. I try to take care of myself.
Yeah.
You know.
I
like
think that's something,
meditation.
yeah. That's, you like are one person I feel like has really incredible balance.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have this job that's really heavy, but you like don't waste your days. You're still up every morning, like doing things you love, taking care of your body, taking care of your mind.
Mm-hmm.
What, again, like energy wise, like When do you sleep? When do you find the energy?
Yeah, I have a sleep schedule too. Like
How many hours a night do you sleep?
I try to don't wake up after 10:30. My alarm is
Okay.
at 10:30 every day. So
Okay.
I don't wake up later than 10:30. But most of the time I wake up around 9:30, 10.
But what time are you getting home?
Like 2:30.
Okay.
Try to be sleeping before 3.
Okay.
Yeah. So it gets your balance. If you don't
Yeah.
drink and don't get fucked up in
Yeah.
the night, like you have like 7 hours sleep,
That's
it
true.
should be cool. It should be cool.
Let's talk about all the things you love to do mental health wise,
Mhm.
body wise. We had this conversation one time, and you were explaining to me how surfing feels to you.
Mm-hmm.
And you said, I don't remember exactly what you said, but you said something like, when we're children, we go to the beach and we play in the sand and we play in the ocean and we play. But as we grow up, we forget to play.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, surfing is that playing feeling.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which I thought was so cool, and I think about all the time when I'm doing things. I'm like, am I playing? Am I like spending time like really enjoying things? Let's talk about the things you love to play.
Yeah, like the mindset behind this is just I had to go back to when I was like the happiest, when I was like having the most fun, I was the healthiest. And most of the time for all of us is when we were kids, you know?
Yeah.
Like most of the time.
Yeah.
Except if you have a really traumatic, fucked up childhood, but that I can do.
Yeah.
And I try to like take from that time of my life what was making me the happiest. Yeah, of course, playing outside. It's not like the belongings that you have, like this watch or these sneakers. You don't care about this when you're a kid. So as a human being, we don't really care about this to be happy.
Yeah.
I mean, some people do probably, but I don't think that's what makes you really happy.
Yeah.
So take care of your minds, playing around. I like to meditate. I like to be close to nature because I think as a human being, we need that to be happy.
100%.
And we forget to reconnect with the nature.
100%.
We really forget. And a lot of people have a lot of anxiety or depression or sadness or lack of motivation is because they're really disconnected to those kind of things. That's my opinion. That's really my opinion.
Fucking preach, because it's the truth.
That's really
It's not
my
an opinion. It's the
Yeah.
truth.
And
It
like,
is-
that's why I like
Yeah.
to go skiing with my friends because when you ski, you're in the middle of the nature, like in the mountain, the air
Yeah.
is fresh.
Yeah.
Like,
So you love to ski,
I go
surf.
hike, like a lot of different things. Yoga, I work at the gym, I go boxing. Like, yeah, that's the thing I do for me.
I feel like you're not afraid to like try new things too, which I think as adults we like for some reason get scared to do. Like we do one thing and then we never try surfing because we just don't know how.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're just like,
Yeah.
let's go buy a board and get out there.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing too. Like don't forget like what makes you happy as an adult, you know.
Yeah.
Like learning new things is just amazing. Like I love it. I just love it. You know, it's not easy, it's not comfortable,
Yeah.
but this is how you grow. And life is about growing, you know. It's not about like of course I love luxury stuff. I love beautiful things.
Yeah.
I love traveling, for example. I travel pretty often
Yeah.
because this is something that clears my mind. You know, you were asking about how do you do it in the nightlife to go out all the time, but I also travel pretty often. You know, that's
Yeah.
something that gives me energy, that opens my mind. And when I come back to the nightlife and I come back to all the people, I feel recharged. You
Amazing.
know, I feel like my energy is back. Like, let's
Yeah.
go, let's do it now. Yeah.
You also really take care of your body, not just in the gym and with yoga, but like getting facials, getting massages. And I feel like so many men don't take care of that part of themselves. Tell the men why they need to, other than just looking at your face.
The reason for me is like a lot of different things together. Like you remember Kobe Bryant?
Of course.
He passed away with the helicopter crash. And you know, after this crash, I went to the Laker games right after he passed away. And there was like a big commemoration for Kobe Bryant. So they played videos about him, like interviews. His wife was there. A lot of rappers went there. Like Snoop Dogg was there. Wiz Khalifa was there. Like they were singing, they were talking about Kobe Bryant,
Yeah.
and things like this. And what I realized, because it was really touching, is like this guy lived for 42 years, but he made the best of these 42 years. And like for me, like life is not about like living the longest possible. Because some people, they maybe live for 80 years,
Okay.
but out of these 80 years, they're going to be happy for maybe 10 years. What the point? I'd rather live 42 years. Like, he was the best NBA player. He won all the titles. Like, I don't know, like, all the rings, like, all the titles. He traveled the world.
Yeah.
He made so much money.
Yeah.
He had a wife and a family, so he experienced what it is to be a dad, like a husband and everything. He probably fucked the best bitches in the world, of course, with the money and the fame. He experienced everything that you could dream of experiencing. And he died at 42 years. Yes, it's tragic, it's sad, but he had an amazing life.
Yeah.
Some people, they live long, but their life is miserable.
Yeah.
And the way I was thinking about all this is like, how can I make sure every single day is as good as possible? I'm not saying it's every day I'm the happiest. Of course, I'm sad sometimes, I'm depressed, sometimes I'm anxious. I'm a human being, so it's normal to feel all those emotions.
100%.
But at the same time, you have to try to get the best out of your experience on Earth, Yeah, it's important. It's really important. And I love the facial, I love the massage. I realize that something, once again, is not only about the material things, and this is something that brings me a lot of happiness, take care of my body.
Yeah.
I want to live old, but I want to live old and feel good in myself.
100%.
Like, I don't want to have like back pain when I'm 50, when I can walk, or have like this thing that's hurting, my neck is hurting. And that's the thing that people don't think about that much, is like, how do you want to be when you get older? I want to be like an old black guy, but who can do stuff, who can do like surfing, hiking, blah, blah, blah. And you have to be active.
100%.
To preserve these things.
You have to start now, or else you'll just be a hurt, bent over old person.
I see like, for example, my friends, when we grow up together, I knew their parents, obviously. But when I see their parents now, they're all broken. Like, even my parents, they're all broken because they never took care of their body their entire lives. They were young and healthy, so they didn't care. But when you get 60, something like this, it comes back. Yeah. And I don't want to get there.
Yeah, my parents are getting old. It's weird.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Getting old is just weird in general.
It's sad, yeah. But you can preserve,
Yeah.
Some people, they're 50 and they're like super good.
Yeah.
But you have to take care of yourself.
My dad is 73 and people tell him every single day, like, how amazing he looks and how young he looks for his age. But, like, he eats relatively healthy and, like, always has my whole life. He gets exercise. He's, like, always worked. He doesn't drink at all.
Yeah.
He just smokes his weed. He literally smokes his weed and does his gardening, and he's happy. He's in nature. He's, like, getting his sunlight, and he looks great.
Like, it's simple. You just have to apply them, Because, like, sometimes, of course, I don't want to go to the gym. Yeah. Sometimes I don't want to eat those vegetables. I would rather eat, like, a burger and fries.
Chocolate cake.
Your chocolate cake or whatever that's like junk food.
Yeah.
But you have to be disciplined. That's the key.
Yeah.
Like, discipline. If you're not disciplined, it's going to be hard.
But also balance again. Like, it's okay to have the chocolate cake.
Yeah.
But, like, after you do the yoga and eat the vegetables and drink the water.
Yeah. Yeah. I love chocolate. I love sweets. So I always eat sweet, but it's a balance.
Yeah.
It's really a balance. Yeah.
You mentioned you love to travel. Where's the favorite place you've been?
It depends for what. But last year I went to Dubai. I had so much fun in Dubai. I had like so many of my friends were there. We had so many good times. It's safe. It's beautiful. Good restaurants. The party were nice. I went to Rio in Brazil for the carnival. That was so much fun.
I feel like would be amazing.
Rio is so beautiful. It's poor country. It's poor. You can feel it's poor, but it's so beautiful. Like, it's so nice. People have fun. People
are happy. Yeah.
Of course they're happy. They're at the beach all day long playing soccer, tanning. They don't do shit. They're just at the beach laying down there, getting tan, playing soccer. Like, they're living the life.
Yeah, honestly, it's incredible.
This is how we're supposed to live. Like, just enjoy like the water, the ocean is so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
You're just there all day long, like at the beach.
Yeah. It's crazy. You usually travel alone too, I feel like.
Yeah.
How do you I want to say like isn't it scary, but that's a stupid question. That's not what I mean. But like I guess just because you're friendly, it's easy for you. That idea of traveling alone is terrifying for me because I'm like, okay, so even if I make plans to do something every day, like do I talk like who do I talk to? Like I'm going to go eat all my meals by myself. I'm going to like go look at this cathedral by myself.
Yeah. But it's so cool. I just love that too.
Yeah.
Like I love going out and eat by myself, you know.
Yeah.
Like you just like
But
clear
every
your
day
mind.
scares me. I don't know.
No, I went to the movie theater by myself too. Here in LA, not necessarily when I was traveling. It's so much
Yeah.
fun. I was there, you order, you take your food, you go there, you watch a movie, you chill, no, it's cool. I like to be by myself.
I think going to the movies by yourself is normal though. I think it's weird that people make that to be a weird thing because you're sitting in a movie. It's like I'm gonna be talking to anybody
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
I
So
like
it's
to
not
go by
hard.
myself too. Yeah.
But the thing is like, for example, you were talking about traveling by yourself.
Yeah.
But I think as an adult, the thing that you forget sometimes, we focus on too much, is like the end goal. You know, you don't have to necessarily think of traveling by yourself. You
Yeah.
can do small stuff. You can go to the movie theater by yourself.
Yeah.
You can go to the beach by yourself. You can go to having lunch by yourself in a nice restaurant, for example, and start there. You know,
Yeah.
and when you can do all those little things by yourself, then you just need to take a flight by yourself. And then you just do the same thing again. You go have food by yourself, you walk in the street by yourself.
I think it's also maybe a little different as a woman
yeah, probably.
for me. Like I think that there's just like an overlying fear
Yeah.
of being alone in a different country by myself.
I could never talk about women because I'm not a woman, so it's hard for
Yeah.
me to put myself in your shoes, you know.
Mhm.
I understand like life and the world is dangerous, so it's not easy. But I also met like many women traveling by themselves.
Yeah.
So I don't want to say like it's just an excuse because I'm not a woman once again.
Yeah.
But I also met like many women traveling by themselves.
Yeah.
You just maybe have to be a little bit more careful,
Yeah.
but it doesn't mean like you're gonna get kidnapped, you know.
100%. Isn't it? Yeah. It's not like the fear of actually being kidnapped. It's just like, you know, when you're home alone and you hear a weird noise sometimes and you're like, huh!
No.
It's like that feeling, but for the whole time.
Play music louder. That's it.
But the music can't be too loud because then if somebody's breaking into my apartment, I have to be able to hear them break in. So I can't have the music too loud.
You're overthinking too much now. You just
Welcome to the brain of a woman.
You're overthinking too much. I'm not going all there. I don't know. When I travel, I'm in my hotel. There's like nice reception, security,
Yeah.
whatever. Why would I be scared that someone knocking in my hotel room? You know,
Because it happens.
to have to go all the way to my hotel room
Yeah. Yeah.
without being caught by someone. Like, no, I don't know. Depends where you stay. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. It's just a fear that I shouldn't have, but I have.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Try
right.
it.
You're
Don't
right.
go far. Go to San Diego by yourself.
I've been to San Diego so
By
many
yourself.
times. I don't want
It's
to
an
go there.
example, whatever.
Yeah.
But no, it's fun. I like it. I like traveling by myself.
I love to travel so
And you
much,
meet
but I
people
love.
too.
Yeah. You see how I am with Carly though. Like I feel like I'm stronger with a person beside me.
Yeah.
Like it just, I don't know.
Yeah, it's
I should work on that. It sounds like I'm realizing some things when I'm speaking out loud right now.
I mean, it's normal that you feel more comfortable with someone next to you, especially when it's your best friend.
Yeah.
But it's easy.
Yeah.
That's the easy.
It's
way.
comfortability. That's the
It's
problem.
the comfort. It's
Yeah.
always the same thing, you know.
Yeah.
You can stay there, but if you want to grow, I'm not saying you cannot grow with Carly, but
No,
on your own,
I get it.
you have to go there.
We do things without each other. It's not like we're that dependent on each other. That was just my
No.
example.
Yeah, I know. But you get the point.
Yeah, I get the point. What do you like to do when you travel? Like, do you like to stay in like an all-inclusive resort? Do you stay like locally? What do you like? How do you experience countries when you go visit them?
Like when I go to a country, I like to be in a nice place. So the hotel has to be nice, first of all.
Okay.
And then I really like to walk around, like to explore the city by myself. I just look everywhere just to like try to
Yeah.
get as much as I can. I like to go to museum.
Okay.
You know, a couple of nice restaurants for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Some clubs because I like to explore the nightlife
Yeah.
everywhere I go.
Yeah.
Because everywhere is different. And why museum? Because I like to know the history about the place I'm visiting. You know,
Yeah.
and most of the time I get a guide too.
Oh, okay.
I always get a guide because
Interesting.
they explain you like the history of the city of the place
Yeah.
in a whole different way.
Do you? So how does that work? I've never done that when I traveled. Like you have them for the whole time, or you
No.
get them for like a day?
For example, I went to Italy a couple of years ago, and I went to Pompeii. Do you know
Okay.
what is Pompeii?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's like one of the only places I didn't go when I went to
Yeah.
Italy.
The thing, Pompeii is like the city that got submerged
Uh-huh.
by the volcano
Yeah.
ashes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Pompeii, city in Italy that a volcano erupted, and
Yeah, it covered the whole city, and they discovered the city like many years later, centuries later. Like
yeah,
it's
basically like a
new.
sunken city.
Yeah.
Continue.
And the thing is, like, you can go and visit like Pompeii by yourself
Mm-hmm.
and look at the city, but with a guide, the experience was completely different.
Yeah.
For example, the thing that we understood, because he was showing us like skeleton, because people like they found the people like there because they were like completely
Like mummified,
buried.
basically.
Yeah, mummified. Yeah.
Yeah.
they can.
Yeah.
So they could analyze the size,
Mm-hmm.
like their weight, how they used to look like, and those people were that high, maybe like
Italians, man.
they were super short. But it's because back at the time, you know, we didn't have like the ingredients to grow strong and as a human being, you know,
Yeah.
they couldn't eat the same way as we eat today.
Interesting.
They didn't have the medicine
Okay.
and to be as strong and as good as
Mm-hmm.
we are today, you know. And you realize that like the human being, us, we're getting stronger, bigger, generation after generation. We're probably like taller than our grandparents.
Yeah.
You know?
100%.
And when you think about this, you're like, in 1,000 years, how tall are we going to be?
Yeah.
You know?
This is a bit of a squirrel thought, but I have a friend who has a conspiracy that basically humans used to be as big as dinosaurs, but we started overpopulating and we started sucking up all the oxygen. So humans started getting really short because we overpopulated really fast. So there wasn't enough oxygen for humans to be giants anymore. This is like his theory on like why we see a giant every now and then. Because we all used to be giants, but now there's not enough oxygen for us to all be giants. So we can only be as big as we get. And it was really small, but now we've learned health. So we're getting taller again, but we'll never be giants.
Okay. Never heard that before. Was he high on something?
I mean,
I don't know.
me and my friends?
No,
Never.
Yeah, probably. It's interesting theory.
It is an interesting theory, though, in general. But you're right. We are getting healthier and taller, and we live longer. But the guide thing is interesting. I visited Italy and didn't love it. And so I wonder if I would have felt differently if I would have done things like that.
Oh, definitely. There's no, of course you will. Like, experiencing like the city with a guide is a whole different experience.
Yeah.
It's really
It just, like, when I think guide, I think of like the terrible people on Hollywood Boulevard in the buses.
That's not a guide.
But that's like kind of like like, right? That's like, no, not the same thing.
And not the guy I use.
Okay. Not the same
You
thing.
can think about them if you want to think about the people I use.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like people who really studied tourism and guide, whatever. They went to school for this, you know, and
Yeah.
history and like archaeology, like they studied all those things, you know.
Yeah.
To become a certified guide is not something like easy to become, from what I understood from them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's kinda
like
cool.
you read reviews, and like when you find someone that's, it's not even expensive.
Where do you find them?
Like you can find it online or even on Airbnb, you know. On
Oh.
Airbnb, they always have, even in LA, I'm sure if you go to Airbnb in Los
Interesting.
Angeles, you're gonna find people who can like show you around the city.
That's an option on Airbnb?
Of course.
I never knew that. Interesting.
It's so cool, and that's what makes like the traveling by yourself more interesting.
Yeah.
You know, because you're gonna meet that person who's gonna guide you or tell you to go there or to experience this or to go there.
Yeah.
You know,
That's cool.
And that's bring the whole thing in a different way. If you would
Yeah.
go with your friends, you were probably not doing this, you know. But when you go by
100%.
yourself, you're like, okay.
I like that. That's cool.
It's a different way to travel.
Yeah. And do you like to like have your whole trip planned out minute by minute, or do you like to wake up and be like,
I
what do I
feel
want to
like
do today?
I had better vacation when it's planned. Not 100% like 8
Yeah.
a.m. this, no.
Yeah.
But I wanted to make a list of what I want to see.
Yeah.
And then I put it like this day I'm trying to see this, and this.
Yeah.
Whatever the order. This day I'm trying to see this. And I want to make sure by the end of my vacation, I've seen everything that I wanted to experience.
That's good. My sister is, we try to do like a sister trip every year, and she is so meticulous. She always has something like that where it'll be like a list of everything she wants to do, and then she'll make like an itinerary of what's in her mind for us, and it'll be like an activity every day, like food options for every day. But it is such a good way to travel when you're somewhere you don't know anything about, because otherwise you wake up in the morning and you're just like
you don't know.
What do I do?
And then the time passed and
Yeah.
you don't do anything interesting. So I've done this too, but I realized that like we're planning a little bit and doing some research makes the whole experience better.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Okay, I've got a couple more questions. Well, actually, before we go to this, I feel like you do a lot more than just promoting as far as your job. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
What else you got going on?
I rent cars, I rent houses, and I work in different projects. I'm launching an app soon that you know about. We talked about this before.
Yeah.
Like social media marketing app is going to connect influencers, bloggers, models, and venues like restaurant, spa, beauty salon, lounges, nightclubs sometimes too.
Yeah.
With each other.
It's a really good idea.
Thank you.
I love it. It's going to be successful
I
for
think
sure,
so,
especially with all the people that you know,
Yeah.
all the connections you have.
It's going to be fun. It's new experience, new adventure. So I'm excited about it.
Do we have updates? How's the
I was
building
talking with my developer earlier today. So the app is just being developed. It's just taking forever. I thought it was going to be way faster than this, but it's just like we're there in the developing phase. Yes.
Cool. I mean, coding an entire app probably is pretty difficult. No, not at all.
Okay.
I don't literally, but I used to, did you guys have MySpace? Did you ever
No.
use MySpace?
No,
Okay, never mind.
I know about it.
But you know MySpace?
Yeah.
I used to make my own like backgrounds, and I could code in that sense. Like I used to know code well enough to like create like background colors and do that shit, but like creating an
That's
app,
cool.
no way. I would not be able to do that. I also feel like the level of quality you probably want to makes it take a little longer, because you're not going to just like create something that's like average.
You want something nice for sure.
Yeah.
So that's what I do.
Cool. That's it? Anything else?
That's what I do.
That's not enough. So what made you like kind of get into everything? I feel like you have a lot of streams of income, which everybody should have, but most people don't. So like, how did you kind of start doing all these things?
It also makes sense with what I do. Like, you know, when you're in a nightlife, you have people asking you for houses, for cars, for different things like this. So it just came naturally.
Yeah. That makes sense. A little bit going back to nightlife, when it comes to, so basically, for the most part, women come to your table for free, but you have men clients who buy bottles, where do you meet these men for the most part? Like, how do you get connected?
I meet people everywhere. You meet people everywhere. Like, it's word of mouth.
Word of mouth?
Yeah. It can be people reaching out to me. It can be social media. It can be like, for example, I'm going to go to these events. I'm going to meet people. They're going to ask me, what do you do for a living? I tell them what I do. I'm in nightlife at the parties and everything. So they get my contact, and then like a few weeks later, they go out with me. You know, it's really everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Interesting. I also feel like you guys kind of have like an anomaly of having, for the most part, like when French people come in, they're always at your table. I feel like half the time I'm the only one that speaks English.
No,
I'm like,
first of all, we all speak English.
Bonjour, fils de pute. J'attends.
Yeah. Everyone speaks English, but
Yeah, no, that was very dramatic. That's not true at all.
Yeah,
but I do feel like You do. So do you have a lot of people that are traveling to LA just for fun that like maybe one of their friends also traveled for fun and met you, kind of thing?
Yeah, that's word of mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened a lot. Like people be like, "Oh, Titi, I got your contact from this person. I'm coming to LA this time and blah blah blah. I want to go out. What's good to do? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's have fun."
Yeah. And the other side of that job is, I was going to say making girls come.
No comment. No comment. I'm not gonna say anything.
The other half of your job on that regard is having women there, basically, and the girls get to come. They get their drinks for free. But I feel like that can be a little tough for you sometimes because on one end, like your job is to make the girls feel welcome and comfortable and friendly and like make sure they feel good about themselves. But then how do you kind of draw boundaries of not giving women the wrong idea, for lack of a better word?
I don't know. Honestly, I think it happened to me in the past. Like, because my personality is just like, the way I am sometimes can be, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know
Say
how I
it.
can do
Just
it.
say it.
No. It's just like, sometimes it happens. Some people get confused. And that's life.
Well, but I feel like there's something that you have a way of drawing boundaries. You do, because I see it happen in the club. Like I see sometimes like sometimes girls are being like a little much, and you have a really good way of not being rude or not being. How do you like deal with those situations? How do you draw those boundaries?
I think I just do it like unconsciously, you know.
Okay.
It just come out naturally. Because I don't really think about it, you know. It just come out like this, yeah.
Okay.
That's my answer. That's really the truth. I don't think like, oh, how am I going to handle this situation? No.
Okay, on the other end of the coin, how do you handle the situation if you meet a girl out that you might be interested in?
I just talk to her.
How do you make it obvious that you're interested in her as opposed to just being friendly?
If I'm interested in a girl, if I would be interested in a girl, I don't know, I'm just natural. I don't know how to flirt. I don't know how to do all this. I'm just myself, you know? Like, I don't date. That's true, though. I'm just myself. Like,
that's such an annoying thing to say. I don't even know. I don't flirt. It's just who I am.
I don't talk about this on camera.
Oh my god. Okay, what about like a red flag or an ick? Is there anything super specific that somebody could do that you could just never look at them as a potential partner?
Yeah, same thing that we said at the beginning, being disrespectful, you know, selfish. That's like a big no-no for me. You know, if you're just rude, if you cannot behave. For me, the way I picture a nice girl, she has to be classy. She has to be respectful and respected, you know. That's really important for me. Her words, I know it's hard for women to get to stick to their words, but harder than men, because for us it's important what
do
we
you
say,
mean?
like our words. If I say I'm going to do something,
Okay.
we like to stick to it, you know.
That is something I've talked about a couple times on some episodes, which is interesting that you say that, because I feel like men, and not all men, but men have a very bad habit of just saying things sometimes and not following through with them. Setting expectations, or maybe saying something that they think a girl might want to hear, but not having a follow through.
But that's different. It's just plain wrong. Yeah.
Well, that's kind of what you're saying, though, no?
Yeah.
Is that not what you say?
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing too. You know, like if you're just playing around,
okay,
I'm not gonna be interested.
You don't like somebody who plays games?
No.
Gotcha.
Like,
Caught up.
You're not teenagers anymore. You know?
Yeah.
Like, come on. Yeah, just someone respectful, feminine. I like feminine people. You know, nice, classy, smiling. Yeah, I think that's it, and smart.
Yeah.
Cause like I like to be stimulated,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah.
So she has to be smart too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. I feel like you're such like a student of the universe.
Yeah.
I can't picture you with somebody that doesn't match that.
Exactly, yeah. And I read a
Level
lot
for you.
too, so it's important for me, you know. Yeah.
Cool. We got so deep into dating. Oh my gosh.
Not
What
too
a
much.
titillating conversation.
Not too much.
I guess the last thing, anything you want to plug? Any messages you want to put out there?
I didn't think about anything specific, but just believe in your dreams. Like, that's something I want to tell to everyone. It's not going to be easy, but it's always worth it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, just go for it. Just really go for it. That's what's going to make your life the best. Like, follow your heart, you know? Not always your mind, because your mind is trying to protect you.
Okay.
And sometimes by trying to protect you, they're not making you happy, you know? So follow your heart. Like, that's what's going to make you
How
happy.
do you tell the difference between which one's talking?
Because you feel it.
Okay.
You know, you don't think, you feel. The heart makes you feel, the brain makes you think.
Okay.
That's how it makes the difference between those two. Yeah.
Okay.
If I would have listened to people, I would have never come here, because as I told you, I did a business school in France, and when I went back to France after San Diego, I found a job. I was staying in France for 4 months.
Oh, you went back.
Yeah.
I didn't
for 4
realize.
months.
Oh, okay.
Because I studied in San Diego from January to April or something like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to France from April to September, and then I went for the fall. Yeah. Then I went to school in September at UCLA.
Okay. Gotcha.
And for these 4 months, 5 months in France, I found a really good job. Like, in what I studied, you know, business, blah, blah, blah. Really good position, because I didn't want to work for 4 months at McDonald's or Zara or something like this and have minimum wage. I was like, let's try to find a good job with what I studied. I have a master's degree now. I'm going to try to find something really good so I can make 3-4 times the same salary.
Yeah.
And then after 5 months, I just quit, you know, but at least I made the money.
Fuck yeah. Absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely.
why would I do like fucked up job? No.
Yeah.
And I did find a really good job, really good position. I was making good money.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everything was good. Like, even everybody told me, Teddy, you went to San Diego after graduating. You enjoy your life over there. You came back, you already found a good job. Why are you leaving all this to go back to school in LA and whatever? And like, you being in debt. Like, I had a girlfriend at that time. So you have a girlfriend, you have an apartment, you have a car, you have a good job. Like, it's a dream situation for everybody, you know?
Yeah.
And like, you're an executive for a good company.
Mm-hmm.
They like you, they want to make you grow with the company. What else do you want?
Yeah.
You know? That's the mind talking, right? But my heart wasn't there. My heart wasn't in staying in France.
Yeah.
That wasn't my heart. My heart was like, I want to live in the US. I want to do something in the US. You know, and everybody, my family, my friends, obviously my ex-girlfriends too, she told me like, stay. Everybody wants me to stay.
Yeah.
But I didn't. And look at me now.
Yeah, I think that's a great, like, again, like going back to just like, you could have just stayed comfortable in that life. Like, in a lot of people's idea of like what a good life, happy life looks like you were doing that. But it's incredible that you could tell, like, yes, all these good things are happening, but that doesn't mean that this is what is going to make me happy with my life.
Exactly.
That's incredible.
Exactly.
Take some balls, boy.
Yeah, it wasn't easy. Because like, coming here, like, the situation wasn't the same. You don't have money. You have to pay for the school. LA is expensive. You don't know that many people here. It's a whole new challenge. Yeah. But I'm so happy I did it. Best decision of my life. Or one of them. Yeah. And now I'm happy about my life.
I feel the same way. Like, obviously it's different because I just came from Missouri, which is a state, but from like the same way of like most of the people back home just didn't understand why I was doing it. They like didn't get why I had a dream to leave. They like also kind of thought like that I thought I was better than them because I wanted to get out. And it's just, those people don't get it. Like, they don't see what the people in LA see. Because I never get questioned when since moving out here, nobody's ever been like, but why did you move to LA? People get it immediately.
Of course.
It's interesting.
Because a lot of people are doing the same thing here.
Yeah.
That meaning misery probably.
Yeah.
I
No.
don't know about there, but
No. It sounds like misery so much when you say it, which is perfect.
I don't know how is the life there, but I don't know if I want to go. I'm not
Actually, I actually, for real, would love to take you in the summer to the lake because I think you would find the party scene fascinating.
Really?
Like, it is, the best way I can explain it is a less expensive, less classy version of Vegas, but on a lake.
Okay.
So you get on your boat and you bar hop from bar to bar.
Oh, yeah?
On a boat.
On the boat?
On the boat. But when you you like dock your boat, right? And then you go up to the bar, and all of the bars now have pool bars.
Oh.
So they're all lakeside, but you're in a pool
Oh,
drinking
cool.
at a bar, kind of like the pool bars in Vegas,
Mm-hmm.
but you're on a lake.
Let's go this summer.
I think you would really like it.
Let's go for 3 days.
Okay,
I'm down.
absolutely. I'll set it up. That'd be so fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my gosh. Get the gang.
Yeah.
We interrupt this episode of Juju's Jungle for a quick video from our friend at Mike Swift Realty. Let's see it, Mike. Thank you so much for sitting down with
Thank
me.
you, Juju.
I
That was
appreciate
fun.
you.
Mm-hmm.
I love chatting with you. I like the way your brain works. I think you're a cool person.
Thank you. You too. It was fun. I had a good time.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah.
Cut.
Something else to say?
Cut.
That was fun. I like beautiful girls.
Tall, sophisticated with a nice mouth. That's some shit I ain't got. Could it be me?
Could be you.
Class?